Mass deportations for citizens? Coming soon. Welcome to our series, Project 2025, How Democracy Dies. And make sure you follow because the Trump administration is laying the groundwork to strip Americans of their citizenship and deport them. To be fair, Trump said he was going to do it.
You've promised to end birthright citizenship. Is that still your plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Couldn't have just given us cheaper groceries. But right now, Republicans are speed running two pieces of legislation to make stripping citizenship great again. The SAVE Act and the Scam Act. Now, you may have heard of the SAVE Act. The bill was introduced in 2024 in response to this bold-faced lie.
It's a rigged election. Can't have rigged elections.
And Congress has been pushing hard.
SAVE Act just simply says you have to have verification of citizenship to register to vote.
Okay, well, it does not simply say that. The SAVE Act simply makes it harder for people to vote, like married women or anyone who legally changes their name later in life, common in the LGBTQ+ community. It also requires proof of citizenship, like a passport, to vote. Did they not see what they did there?
Talk about your all-time backfires.
More on the GOP's plan to rig our elections in the next video.
You're damn right. We're going to have ICE surround the polls come November.
But there's another part of the bill that no one is talking about, taken straight from Project 2025. The SAVE Act will change USCIS, the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, from a benefits agency that processes applications into a fraud detection agency that verifies citizenship when people vote. Okay, now hold on. I gotta look a little more lawyery when I explain this next part. Enter the Scam Act. Now, this bill would allow the government to strip naturalized citizens of their citizenship if they're convicted of certain crimes, but importantly, fraud against the government, or is considered to be a terrorist, which, I mean, anybody can be a terrorist.
That is the definition of domestic terrorism.
To engage in acts of domestic terrorism.
These protesters, and many should be arrested. This beehive of terrorists.
And seeing as the Republican bar for fraud is set at dipshit, barely literate 20-year-old shows up to a daycare with a phone.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going.
You can see where this is headed, right? Together, these two bills give the government the power to take away citizenship from pretty much any naturalized citizen they want. And for my fellow whites who think, well, this doesn't apply to me, we start heading down this path and this Trump fever dream.
We also have homegrown criminals. I'd like to include them in the group of people to get them out of the country.
Could be next.